Hey guys, welcome to Chat with KST. It's your girl Kay, and today we're going to be discussing Ed Sheeran and the lawsuit that he had against him for copyright infringement of Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. But before we do jump into it, I do want to advise our YouTube family that this is indeed a podcast, and being that it is a podcast, you won't be able to see much of any visuals on the screen. Now, let's jump into it. I want to play for you guys. Hopefully I don't get any copyright infringement claims or anything on my channel, but nonetheless, copyright strikes or anything like that. But nonetheless, like I was saying, basically Marvin Gaye's family, producers and Marvin Gaye's people felt as though had Ed Sheeran was stealing from Marvin Gaye, and they sued him for thinking out loud. And I want to know what you guys think about it. Do you guys think that he indeed stole from Marvin Gaye or that he didn't? Let me play it for you guys. Let's get it on. All right, so you hear the two symbols, like it's just really, really close. It's so close that I think is exact. Now, as for case commentary, I do think as though they should have won the lawsuit, because I do feel like there's two. I don't believe in coincidences, and I do feel like allegedly Ed Sheeran has been hit for this stuff a lot. I think when he's creating music, he needs to not listen to any music, just so that he won't be accused of stealing anything, if that makes sense for you guys. Just because I've seen it where, then this is not the only case where I've seen it where Mr. Ed Sheeran is being accused of copying someone. I've seen videos where people have shown similarities with his hit songs and other people's songs that sound closely alike. Not saying that Mr. Ed Sheeran is a thief, not saying that he stole anything. I'm just saying maybe he needs to allow his creative juices to flow in some alone time, not while listening to other people's music. Just saying. But anyway, do I personally feel like that they should have won the copyright infringement case? Absolutely. Now, was it worth $100 million? Thinking Out Loud was a really, really big song, so I'm not sure. But $100 million is a lot of money, which is what they were suing for. Now, with that being said, they did end up losing the lawsuit, and Ed Sheeran ended up winning. In terms of Ed Sheeran was not found liable for any copyright infringement, but some of the fans feel as though it was copyrighted. Some of the fans do feel like he did steal it. I'm one of those fans who feel that way. And even if you did, like, I feel like the greatest of the greats borrow. Like, we all borrow from each other. Just admit that you borrowed from someone and pay them their just due. I feel like that's the way how it's supposed to be done. Like, speaking of borrowing, let me shout out I got this thing from Hollywood Unlocked, who composed the music for me. So shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. We all borrow from people. Just give them their credit. You know what I mean? But with that being said, that's my thoughts and comments. Do you guys feel, those of you on YouTube, do you guys feel that Ed Sheeran stole from Mr. Marvin Gaye? Or do you feel like, no, he came up with it all by himself? Share your thoughts and comments down below. And for those of you who are on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, we'll talk next time. Laters.